The woman's heart pounded in her chest as she jolted upright, her eyes widening in disbelief. Moonlight filtered through the curtains, casting an eerie glow over the room. There, standing at the foot of her bed, was a stranger. Panic surged through her veins, freezing her voice momentarily. "I've been watching you for years," the stranger whispered, his voice barely audible in the silent room. His words sent shivers down her spine, and she felt a wave of unease wash over her. Who was this person, and why had they been observing her? Fear overcame her, and she let out a piercing scream, hoping to awaken the neighbors or bring attention to her dire situation. But before she could finish her cry for help, the stranger vanished into thin air. Confusion filled the room as she searched for any trace of his presence, but there was nothing. Trembling, she reached for her phone and dialed the police. As she recounted the unsettling encounter, she could sense the skepticism in the officer's voice. The absence of any evidence made her question her own sanity, but deep down, she knew what she had seen. Days turned into weeks, and the incident plagued her thoughts. The woman became obsessed with finding answers, consumed by the need to understand the mysterious stranger who had invaded her home. She began researching cases of similar encounters, diving into obscure forums and poring over articles on unexplained phenomena. One night, as she sat alone in her dimly lit living room, a knock at the door startled her. With caution, she opened it, revealing a middle-aged man with a weathered face and intense eyes. He introduced himself as a private investigator specializing in unusual occurrences. Intrigued and desperate for answers, she invited him in. The investigator listened intently as she recounted her story, taking detailed notes. With a calm demeanor, he assured her that she wasn't alone in her experience. He explained that he had come across similar incidents in his line of work, often involving individuals who were being observed by unknown entities. Together, they delved into a labyrinth of research and interviews, slowly piecing together a pattern. They discovered a string of disappearances and unexplained events that had occurred in the woman's neighborhood. It seemed that the stranger who had visited her was part of a larger phenomenon that had been silently unfolding for years. As they dug deeper, their investigation caught the attention of a renowned paranormal researcher. The woman and the investigator were invited to collaborate with the researcher, who had dedicated their life to studying such anomalies. With their combined expertise, they uncovered an ancient legend that tied everything together. According to the legend, the stranger was a spectral guardian, assigned to protect a hidden relic buried beneath the woman's house. Its existence was known only to a select few, and those who possessed this knowledge were often subjected to vigilant observation. The woman's home had inadvertently become a focal point for the guardian's watchful eye. Together, they devised a plan to address the situation. With the researchers' guidance, they performed a ritual to honor and communicate with the guardian. Through this ceremony, they acknowledged the guardian's presence and assured it of their respect for the relic's sanctity. From that night forward, the woman no longer felt the piercing gaze upon her. The spectral guardian had accepted their sincere intentions, satisfied that the relic was in safe hands. She had come face to face with a midnight visitor whose purpose was not to harm, but to protect a forgotten secret. The woman, forever changed by her encounter, dedicated herself to uncovering the hidden mysteries of the world. With newfound courage, she became a scholar of the unknown, preserving ancient legends and investigating the unexplained. And in her heart, she carried the memory of the midnight visitor who had brought her to this extraordinary path.